Y'all want to help me test something? I'm working on something new, boys. And if you here right now, you a early adopter. What's up? What's up, boys? What's going on? It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've been live. I'm actually testing out my new setup. I still have to work on the sound, the mic setup, but I just need a couple of y'all to come on in, man, and tell me how we looking. Tell me how things are going. I need y'all. Por favor. Pull up. Oh, K Tucker, what it is, man? What's going on, brother? How you been, man? I know the setup looks good, but the sound is probably not the best. Yo, what's going on, Ronald Wayne, Sovereign Knight, Sean Burham, Jonathan Price? Where I've been? Oh, that's a really good question. It's working. Good, good, good. I'm working on some stuff, man. I'm coming. I'm coming back to YouTube with something very different, very different. And this is part of it. The way this all looks is all part of it, of how I'm going to be coming back to YouTube. What's up, y'all? It's good to see y'all too, man. Picture is clear and short. I think you mean sharp. That's wonderful. Because I'm trying to get it right, man. I'm still gonna be making the type of content that you guys like to see, the racing content. Later on this week is gonna be another video. That video is gonna be my C5 Corvette versus a C8 Corvette. Same car, 20-year difference. Which one wins? I think that's so fire. I had such a good time filming that one. So that's coming. I got a lot of content that I've filmed that I just haven't dropped. That I'm gonna put out to y'all. But in the middle of that, I'm bringing y'all something completely new, and this is part of it. The way that this all looks, this is where it's gonna be filmed. Um, Recently, I was actually just on a podcast. I'm not sure if you guys saw the podcast that I was recently on. Have you guys actually seen this? Actually, I'm gonna pull it up right quick so y'all can see what I'm talking about. But it's doing numbers, man. It's doing pretty well. But your boy Steph was definitely, let me mute that so I don't mess it up. But I'm gonna share my screen so y'all can see real quick what I got going on, what the vibe is. How's the Challenger? We gonna get to that. Wait, what? This channel still exists? Ha ha! T Hell, it still exists, brother. We still here, man. We still live, directed in the flesh. And I wanted to come on live. Yes, the Street Alpha podcast. I'm gonna share that with y'all so that y'all can see what I'm talking about. Here it is. Boom, share, and we gonna big screen it so that y'all can see it all the way. But yeah, this is the podcast that I was on, man, and I delivered straight facts. Here's a little preview to the start of it. Yes, that's it, boys. Y'all see it, man. Y'all see it. That is what was clicking. So that's what I did. But this podcast is funny because it went kind of viral, bro. Oh, if y'all wondering, the name of that channel is Street Alpha Podcast. It's a 2-hour listen, but it shows you exactly, like, it tells you where I've been, what's been going on, and I would definitely suggest getting caught up with all that. James Wade, the kids are amazing, man. Oh, Javar, or Javar. I don't know how to say it, man. I think it's Javar. You're not. I don't know. If I saw it as a Spanish person, I would say Javar, but I guess it's Javar. Thank you, brother. It was, man. I really put it all out there, man. I shared with the people, where I was at. But we got some heat coming, man. We got some really some heat coming. But what is new? What is a new thing that's coming to the Mod2Fame channel? I hope that you guys have missed your boy because I'm coming back motivated. So what's new that's coming to the channel? It's not a new car. I mean, I do have some new cars, which I haven't told y'all about. I do have actually. Yeah, I do. But we'll get into that. It's not about necessarily me racing or whatever the case may be, but the new iteration of that I'm going to be adding to the mix of content that's going to be dropping on the Mod2Fame channel is the latest and greatest in automotive news on the streets. So what that means is whatever the latest thing that's happening is that needs to be covered, talked about, or understood. I am going to be a host of the show. You can't hear me? For real? Hey, y'all can hear me or no? Can y'all hear me? Because somebody just said they can't hear me. That's weird. Everything was working just fine a minute ago. It was, oh, no, he's right. No, he's not right. Yo, everybody else saying they can hear me. What you talking about, man? Yo, D, what's good, man? Testing out the setup with the people, man. I figured if I'm going to test out the setup, then I might as well test it with them. Somebody said, yeah, he deaf. So, this news show is going to be fire. And if you ever watch like ESPN, Sports Center, any of those kind of shows, that's what it's going to be. Highlight reels of what has happened in the automotive space, specifically around fast cars is what we're going to be focused on. So I'm going to be bringing on those people. So the people that can't wait to see your content again. Okay. Oh, you couldn't hear the podcast. Oh, see, that's something that helps me right there. So now let me try that again. I'm gonna actually try to replay it. But before I get into that, let me just explain that I'm excited about this because I'm gonna be bringing on big name people who are making moves and shaking within the space, and they are going to give recaps on the highlights from that week. That is going to be so fire, and that's what Mod2Fame was supposed to initially be about. You know what I'm saying? But let me see if I could do that share again so that I could show that to y'all and see, is there a way to share the sound as share tab? Yeah, it was clicked. All right, I'm gonna play it. Y'all let me know if y'all could actually can hear the podcast this time. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Can y'all hear it? Oh.
It wasn't really supposed to be about me, but that's what was clicking.
All right, can y'all hear it? Let me know if you can hear it.
Welcome back to another episode of the Street Alpha Podcast. I'm your host, Tukes. We don't have Josh here today. We have a little bit of a different setup, but I don't mind because I got a good friend of mine here. We have Steph from Mod2Fame. I would say clap it up, but I guess we can clap it up, right?
Super powerful.
What's going on?
How are you? Good?
Let me see. See if I can find it.
They were struggling, bro.
When was this, though?
Like a roll race.
For fast or quick?
For
now, how important
hold on,
is
you heard that, right? No car is a cheap, fast way to 1,000 horsepower. Except for a Tesla Plaid.
That's a fact.
That you started it, or if you started it for the right reasons, you don't think about that stuff.
Exactly.
You know.
So for me, it was just more about I wanna do something that
was already executed.
God bless.
I started it.
Here we go.
Shelved it because I couldn't be consistent with it.
Yeah.
And then something just like said like I should need to put this out because I feel. Actually, you know what happened? You hit me up, and then when you said that, I was like, "Damn."
About the news thing?
Yeah.
My God.
But because you said that, it made me realize like people are
right
looking for something, but
Yes.
nobody knows how to execute it the right way yet.
Yes.
So before somebody comes in and takes over and does it the wrong way, or maybe not the way I want to do it, let me just put the episodes out and then start really executing.
Let me tell you something, bro.
So
something that that I learned through my really, really down time and down when I thought it was all over.
Yeah.
You know, when you go from being quote unquote in this community, kind of the man. I was the man before Instagram, you know what I'm saying? In the car community, whatever.
Yeah.
I've always been a influential person in the like New York kind of car community area. People always knew who I was because who I was associated with.
Right.
My brother paved the way for me. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been able to, you know, be out there. So when all of that went to hell, you know what I'm saying? And I lost everything and I had to go move back in with my parents. You know what I'm saying? You talking about somebody who left the house when they was 19 and was able to do it all. And then I risked it all and I lost it all, right?
Yeah.
But one thing that my mom is a preacher, my dad is a preacher, my grandfather, I told you he was a preacher at his church on Myrtle Avenue. And something that they always would say is your gift will make room for you. You know what I'm saying? So in the case of my YouTube and stuff like that, although I didn't look to become what my YouTube became, my gift made room for me. So you said that when I reached out to you and I told you about an idea I was having,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, that spark that you needed to drop this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
no,
it's
100%.
already moving, bro. Bro, you have a YouTuber sitting here with you that has almost 200,000 subscribers, bro.
I know.
You have a person that is sitting with you that people know me from the ages of 50-something years old being in this car community down to 20-something year old in this car community.
Yeah.
And I saw the value in what you're doing here. Your gift is making room for you.
Appreciate that. Appreciate it. So,
bruh, I don't. Enough said. So that right there is kind of like gives you an idea of where I was like mentally. But I can tell you by doing that, I'm like, man, saying those things, I'm like, man, I done boogied out on my mod squad, bro. The people who've been rocking with me, the people who stayed with me through everything. And y'all, I just disappeared on y'all, man. So I owe y'all an apology. But as you know, life happens, things happen. But the most important thing that I want you to take away from this, from my break, from me not doing YouTube, me not posting videos, the biggest thing that I want you guys to take away from it all is never give up. It's never too late. It is never, ever too late. I guarantee you, I've done it once. I've built this. I've made this what it is. I've become who I've become in the space of YouTube. And I'm about to do it again. And I'm about to do it again, bro. And I'm about to do it again. Y'all watch. Y'all, I feel it. I feel it in my bones, bro. We about to do it again. And this time we really going up. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on with Hellcat? All that stuff is cool. We're gonna talk about that. There's gonna be videos on that. We're gonna be covering everything. But man, it's just time to do something a little bit different. You know what I mean? It's time to motivate, elevate. It's time to make moves. And I cannot wait for us all to do it together. The purpose and the reason why I wanted to jump on here is I'm going to watch this back later, see how the sharing went, see how things went. As a matter of fact, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to, I want to try something real quick. Somebody said, I thought you died. Jeez. No, I'm here, man. I'm here. Hey, I want to try something real quick, man. I'm gonna have somebody try to join in the live with me real quick. Let me see. Let's make a quick call. Let's see if we can get our YouTube dad on the phone and see if we can get him to join in the live with me real quick. Because I want to test to see how it looks when I have a guest. Because we're gonna be doing all of that. So then I went to speak. He probably sleep. It's 8:40 his time. Watch him. Herman.
Yo.
You sleeping, ain't you?
No, I'm not sleeping.
Yes, you are.
No, I was sleep early. I just just walked in from the store. Man, they had these shoes on sale for $1.
Yo, Herman, before you embarrass yourself, I'm live, okay? Before you embarrass.
My wife is like, man, if I bought these shoes for $1 still.
Listen.
Man, I got a bargain. Still, I got Raymond Noodle slides.
Herman.
What? Oh, you on? Hey, turn your radio down. Turn your radio down. What's up, Steph?
Listen, I'm gonna send you a link, man. I need you to try to join the live. I want to see how it worked and make sure it worked well. So just make sure you clean your lens, the front of your lens. I want you to be looking good because I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I might need a haircut, but the lighting and all that got me looking real good. But I'm gonna send you a link. Join the live for me.
All right, brother.
All right. So there y'all go. We're gonna test it out. We're gonna test it out with your main man, Demonology. And see how that's the wrong link. Hold on, let me get the right link. I'm gonna get it, y'all. Be patient with me. This is my first time. It's gonna be real smooth when we do it because we are going to be bringing in a certain showrunner, someone who is going to actually run the behind the scenes, bring on the guests, share the content. Bruh, I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be fire. This is just a little sneak peek, but it's about to be fire. But we're gonna bring on Demonology right now. I'm gonna send him the link so that he could join in. Let's see how it works. All right, cool. Link sent. Link sent. We gonna get Papaology. Maybe he could tell us a little bit about how things went at Roadkill Nights. You guys know that he just built the Silverback. As you guys know, I helped him out a lot with a lot of different build stuff. So somebody said, where you been? We missed a supercar slayer. Who, that old thing? That old thing? Hey, man. So, yeah. When he comes in, wait, I think that was the wrong link. Oh, hold on. See, I'm messing up. I don't even think that was the right link. All right, let's try this again. Let me text him, tell him wrong link. Wrong link. Yo, see, that's what I mean. Y'all gotta be patient with me, man. All right, hold on. Let's send him we're gonna send it via email. Compose. What's it? I'll send it to myself. Link. Control V. I'm gonna send it to myself so I can send it to him. Jesus, y'all, man, don't judge me. Woo! Sheesh. I sent my man the wrong link and everything, man. Y'all, come on, man. Y'all, come on. That's why I'm doing this, though. I'm doing this so that when my show drop, ooh, smooth butter. I mean, we already looking good, so we getting there. We getting there. Here we go. All right, that's the right link, man. All right, that should be it right there. Now he should be able to join. But y'all working this out with. I hope y'all don't mind hanging out with me a little bit on this Tuesday night as we get this all together. Y'all don't mind, do y'all? Y'all said y'all missed the boy, so here I am trying to figure it all out in front of y'all. I can't wait till y'all see who the showrunner is and who the showrunner gonna be on the back end. There he is.
Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
Oh, this looks good. I like this.
What's up, Steph?
So there he is, man. We have Demonology, first one ever on my new show that we haven't officially dropped yet, and y'all tested with me.
This is it. This is the new show. Hey, man, how do I turn the camera on this thing?
I just now learned how to send the link, so don't ask me that.
Man, you got to see this deals I got on these shoes, Steph, for $1. My wife is pissed. $1.
What is that?
Roman noodle shoes. I got
Roman noodle shoes.
Roman noodle slides. And look, Steph, for $1. They was in the dollar basket. SpongeBob and Patrick slides.
You really go with it?
Oh, you know, we trying to go to the beach, so you know.
Hey man, tell us. You just came back from
She don't want me to wear. Hey man, the black ghost is home. Excuse me, not the black ghost. The silverback is home. She don't want me to show you my garage because I got all these tires in this garage. What a darn light! Good Lord! Wow. Yeah. So
you want to see silverback?
So there the silverback is right there. There's the silverback.
There it
right
is.
there.
All
look
right,
at my
you
see my wall of tires over there still?
That is a lot of tires.
Hey man.
The Mickeys are sticky, huh?
Mickey is sticky, baby. You know how we do it.
All right, brother. So you just came back from Roadkill Nights.
What an excellent event. Guys, I would recommend anybody here, if you have the opportunity to experience street racing at its best, you have to go to a Roadkill Night event presented by Dodge. It's actually put on by Motor Trend, Roadkill Nights, and powered by Dodge. But it is a excellent event.
So tell us what it is leading up to Roadkill Nights, man. What did it take for you to get a car built into Roadkill Nights?
Okay, so what they do at Roadkill Nights is that they reach out to certain influencers and they ask and they give you some parameters. And one of the parameters is they're going to give you a particular engine and they want you to build a car. And the engine that they gave this year was the same as last year, which was a Mickey Thompson, which was a red eye engine. And we had to run Mickey Thompson tires. A big shout out to Mickey. Hey, this is a suggestion I made to Mickey. Mickey is Sticky Mickey's. And they made a T-shirt and gave it to me that day at Roadkill Nights. So, and it has the same thing on the back, really, really big. But so they give you this parameter, but what's so weird about it, Steph? I don't like the light. Okay, this is better. So what's so weird about it is that they don't limit you on what car you can bring. So you can build a full tube chassis car. You can build a 4,000 pound car. The car has to be a Dodge or a Plymouth product. It could be a truck, but it can't be the new Ram body. It has to be the old Dodge truck platform. So the pre-Ram. And it is stressful because you're trying to build this car. You know, red eye engines are fast and we can make them go really, really fast. And you got to build this car and be very safe with it. This year, however, they let us use automatic transmissions, but we had to build the car for a rookie to drive it. And so that was one of my concerns. So we had the car turn.
How much time from you receiving your engine to you having to have the car on a truck going to Roadkill Nights?
We had 3 weeks. We had 3 weeks from receiving the engine to have the truck. Yeah, to have the car on the truck for Roadkill Nights. But we knew about the build, so we were getting everything ready before that. And we thought we were going to get the engine sooner, but they ran into some complications and changed the engines on us.
So in 3 weeks, Bailey's High Performance built the Silverback, which is, what would you say, an 8-second car?
Definitely, the Silverback is definitely an 8-second car all day long. It is really fast. It's a beast. I didn't realize how fast it was. And I think we were actually the fastest car that was there at Roadkill Nights. But, you know, just because you can throw up a number doesn't mean that you're going to win a race. The race is won and lost on a tree, especially on a short track that you don't have time to walk around people. So,
oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm still stuck on the fact that you guys took what is that car? Where did you get that car from?
So my rookie Scrap Life Garage, what he does is he goes and gets cars from Copart and salvage yards and stuff like that, and he reveals them. This car we found, it was on its way to a crusher, and the body was straight, everything was straight on it. And he said, let's save this car's life and turn it into a race car. And that's what we did. And he purchased that car for $1,000, and we took it out, and it was actually a running V6 car. And we got it to Bailey's, and Bailey's did a lot of pre-work after hours so they didn't interfere with their regular customers. But when the engine finally came there, that's when those guys did what they do best, and that's build the fastest Mopars.
Dang, that is crazy. So you had 3 weeks. So basically you only had 2 weeks because you needed at least a week to test, right?
Yeah, so we used our last week to actually test. So actually we test maybe a week and a half. So they had that engine in, fired up. So we knew that we had an engine coming. So what Bailey's did was they had the fuel system, the suspension, everything all set up, and all we were waiting on was to put an engine in and wire it up. And he had that engine wired up and on the dyno 3 weeks, in. So he was on it, man, like a duck on a June bug. Those guys at that shop are amazing.
So now you've been to Roadkill Nights. We all seen Alive. So you've been to Roadkill Nights. You guys did well there. Unfortunately, you didn't take it all.
Right.
They'll have to see your full video to see what happened. Right?
Hey man, it's racing, man. It's just what it is. You can have the best of the best, but you better be quick on that tree.
Yes, 100%. So what now? What's next for the Silverback?
The next for the Silverback is this Thursday. I'm going to take the Silverback out to the gut, to the first ever drag strip that I raced at as a kid in 1980. So I'm taking the Silverback. As a matter of fact, I think it was 1979. I'm taking the Silverback to the Yellow Belly. She talking about I'm telling my, hey, baby, bring me some of that ice cream. So I'm taking the Silverback back to the Yellow Belly drag strip. And I'm going to be there Thursday, and I'm going to get some races at the gut with my old school gut family. We're going to run it down the Yellow Belly. And then Saturday, I'm going to take the Silverback to the Texas Motorplex for the quarter mile. And I'm going to see if I can push it and run it into the 8 seconds. It shouldn't be a problem, 8 seconds, but I'm going to change my tires and put some radials on it. And we're going to make it do what it do.
So you plan on taking this car to the gut. So would you consider this car like a no prep type of car?
It can be both, depending on what tire it has on, and it has adjustable shocks on it from Wesley Motorsports. So it's all about me changing the tires and changing the suspension, stiffen. So like on no prep, we stiffen it up in the back and we lighten it in the front to where it comes out, and then we put an extra 200 pounds in the back of the car, right? On a prep track, we change the tire from a bias ply slick and we put a radial on it. We take the 200 pounds out of it, and then we tighten up the front end so it doesn't come up in the air and do a wheelie and go straight down the track. And we loosen the back just a little bit so it squats.
So what setup do you plan on using at the gut?
The gut is our no prep setup. We're going to run a no prep setup at the gut because the gut is not radial prepped. And we want to make sure that we get down the track with those sticky Mickeys.
All right, man. Well, that sounds good to me, brother. Boy, I tell y'all. So what do y'all think about this format, man? Herman, I was just letting the people know what we're going to be doing is we're adding this to the mix of our content. So we still going to be dropping our normal content that we drop with racing and car features and all that. But in addition to that, we are going to be doing a news show. So the news for this week happened to be Roadkill Nights, big deal. And we have you on the show to talk about Roadkill Nights. What do you think about this format, brother?
Hey, man, I'm loving this format. I think it's something that we can get out to the people and let the people know what's going on. The thing about Roadkill Nights is not just only racing in the street. Dodge has all their featured cars and their upcoming future cars that they're going to be releasing. And then they have their drift rods where they're sliding and you can ride in the cars. They have the TRX out there where they're racing those on the street and they're jumping them. and stuff like that. And then the grand finale, if you go to Roadkill Nights, you got a free Ice Cube concert at the end of Roadkill Nights.
That's pretty fire, man. That's pretty fire.
Yeah, oh, it was fire. Ice Cube got down, brother. He got down.
Yeah, yeah. I can tell y'all everything that I learned about drag racing. I learned from this man right here, and I will be brushing off my rusty drag racing skills.
Hey, what I want to know is if you're gonna get out of the manual and get into automatic, so you can really start racing. You like to roll them gears.
So the answer is yes and no. No, I will never give up the manual in my Hellcat. That's it's near and dear to my heart. I love it. And the fact that that car goes that fast with a manual is mind blowing.
Crazy fast.
For what it is, man, it's just it's really crazy to me. However, my Corvette is an automatic.
Okay.
So that car is an automatic. It weighs 3,200 pounds.
Woo.
And right now, the car probably makes about 450 or so, 440, somewhere around there is what it makes. So I'm interested to see, is it possible to put a car with that little bit of power into the tens? So,
man, I think you can, but this is the thing about Chevy, at least around here, right? We have a lot of grudge races around here. We have what we call the junkyard engine. And they can go to the junkyard and grab an LS. It's starting to be rare because people are finding out about these, and the junkyards are jacking the prices up on them. But believe it or not, they have LS junkyard motors that they can make 1,500 horsepower out of a $5,000 motor. That's all installed, running, and everything. And guess what? It holds up just as good as a $30,000 motor. LS is amazing when it comes to power.
That's the thing about LS, because the people have been building them for so long. They know all the tricks and the
tricks of the trade. Yeah,
tricks, right? Tips and tricks. They got it right. They know what ring gap to put on it. They understand what combinations to use. So basically, you're right. They'll take a junkyard LS. They'll put some ring gap on it, and then throw 20-25 pounds of boost and make 1,300 horsepower.
That's what they do.
5.3. So in my case, my motor also, I guess you can say it came from a junkyard. Hi, what's up, Cindy?
Baby, where my ice cream at?
Cindy,
can brother get some ice cream?
So I guess my motor that's in my Corvette, I guess you can say it came from a junkyard too, because it is a LQ4 6-liter iron block. LQ4 means that it's a 04 model year, so that would have been in an Escalade of 03, 04, something like that. That's the block that's in my car now.
Yes.
We went with Summit. They make forged pistons and rods for LS, and you can. They're sitting on the shelf. To your point, they're sitting on the shelf, ready to go. No wait. You can walk into Summit, grab them. So I have a set of Summit LS Pro pistons and rods in the car, because at some point I do intend to add boost. So so it's a 6-liter bottom end, and the top end is a set of LS3 heads. So LS3 meaning that it's from a newer Corvette, C6, 08 and up, or 2010 Camaro and up is LS3 heads, LS3 intake, LS3 fuel rails, and LS3 injectors is what I'm running on the C5. So with that combination, I'm also running a Brian Tooley stage 2 cam in that car. So that's why it has such a nice lope to it. That's why I got that nice.
But now, are you gonna leave it naturally aspirated, or are you gonna put turbos on it? Because you starting to be the turbo man.
I know, man. I know. So as of right now, behind the scenes, I'm working on a Hellcat. So I can't spend a lot of money on a vet. I'm working on a Hellcat. I'm working on bringing that back. So the vet is going to stay naturally aspirated. Right now, it's at a shop that I'm using called Poverty Line Performance. The tuner D Tech is working with him, and we're going to try to squeeze as much out of the naturally aspirated setup as possible on 93. and then potentially later on we're gonna move to race gas to run a little bit more timing. But yeah, it's gonna stay NA for the rest of this year for sure. And next year, who knows what the future holds. The problem is my car is automatic, so it has, I like to call it the 4L shitty transmission. So
stop it.
The 4L60 transmission that comes in that
Thank you, dog.
It's an old school 4-speed automatic. So basically it works. Hey, there go, you got a sweet treat. He got his sweet treat.
Hey baby, can you give me some nuts? My nuts in there, please.
Boy, oh my God. Pause. Big pause. Oh, that was, oh wow.
He got my pause.
Nice. Oh my God. So right now I have every trick in a book to make my 4L60 last, which includes a trans cooler, the tuning on. I have but the thing is, I have the stuff ready. So in order for me to add boost to my Corvette, I gotta build my transmission. So it takes what would potentially.
There we go.
I could probably boost it for, bruh. Thank you, appreciate it. We got it. Don't say it no more.
These nuts.
No.
Still. These nuts.
I'm kicking you off, man. I'm kicking you off. So to your point, yes, it's going to stay NA for the rest of the year. But that car would have, once I build the transmission, it's going to have the capability to be very fast at a track with just a little bit of boost.
Steph, I got a question for you. You got me into a conversation, kind of an argument that I didn't mean to get into. And it was a guy that was talking some smack about how Hellcats say they the fastest from this, factory. Like I always say, if you want your company to build you a fast car, Dodge is going to build you a fast car. These other companies are not going to build you a fast car.
Right,
you have to do it yourself.
I know exactly what you're
talking about. And so this guy was like,
I know exactly
Texas 2K, we beat all of the Hellcats and blah, blah, blah. And we roll racing. I have yet to really lose a roll race. I've been in a lot of roll races with a lot of fast cars. I have yet to really lose, just get beat all the time in a roll race. I hadn't roll raced a GTR, but I raced several GTRs from a dig. Won some, lost some, but I figured that. And then the guy was saying, oh, but didn't they say your GTR is built? I've raced a lot of built GTRs. Matter of fact, I raced one GTR that was a Texas 2K world champion. Snatched that soul to that little kid.
You snatched his soul, her. We're gonna actually discuss this because that's a really good thing that we could talk about right now. I think this is exactly what Herman is talking about. So let's play it real quick so we can get a good vibe of what he's mentioned. Hold on. Let's get around how we get the sound going. There it is.
So that any stock car is just a stock car.
Right.
Who drives a stock car nowadays?
Nobody. All the Mopar guys are like, Hellcat, Demon Track Hawk, all this. I got that new Demon 170 is coming out. That thing right there, ain't nothing beating that.
Built for build. I don't like how people are like, oh, stock for stock. No one has a stock car, bro. When you build a car from shops that go all out, no disrespect to these shops out here, but you never see a Hellcat, you never see a Corvette, you never see a Mustang make it past the second or third round in roll racing at Texas 2K. You never do, because GTRs, Lambos, and Vipers run that shit.
Oh, you gotta build GTR, you got all money. A Hellcat would murder a stock GTR. Well, we know that.
So there we go, man. That was that's exactly what Herman was talking about. That clip right there. So for those of you that don't know, that's Dancing Dan.
He was damn sure dancing.
Anyway, that's Dancing Dan. He had a big GTR build. His car is a big GTR build. And what that means is big GTR build money is what that means. But let's go into what he's talking about. When you talk about something like TX2K, you are literally talking about the 0.001% of people. The cars he's talking about at TX2K are literally $1 million builds that are competing against each other. So specifically, I'm not sure if you guys saw the race between Underground Racing and T1 Motorsports with their GTR, which makes 3,500 horsepower or 3,200 horsepower versus Underground Racing's 3,500 horsepower Huracan STO. Just to let you know, to build that 3,500 horsepower car from Underground Racing, you're talking about $2 to $3 million. To build that 3,200 horsepower car from that GTR, you're talking about $1.5 million. 100%. At least $1 million is what you're talking about. So when you talk about stuff like that, no, there is not going to be a rear-wheel drive equivalent that can put down all of that power. Mechanically, the grip is not going to be possible to put it down. However, if you notice, he spoke about roll racing. Roll racing is still relatively, in the world of racing, in sanctioned racing, it's new to the sanctioned racing world. But what you also don't see making it to the finals in eliminations in drag racing are those same cars. Am I right or wrong?
No, I mean, you're 100% right, Steph. And this is the thing. I was at Texas 2K, and man, you talking about a wreck fest. I mean, it was bang. One dude hit the wall. He hit the concrete wall so hard, it moved the damn barrier. Right. Luckily, he was all protected, and they got all this protective gear and stuff. But I was like, dude, it was a freaking wreck fest. Is what it was. They were going down and they were smacking. I don't really understand roll racing. I mean, to me, when in the history of racing do you already start and you already running? Well, and then, to me, that's something you do with your little brother. Oh, you want to run? Come on, let's get ready to go. Go. All right, you can beat me. You can go. No, to me, the racing, I know you start. You start from a D.
So, honestly,
I know you're a road race guy, but I ain't for all that.
Yo,
how do you tell who wins?
Man, thank you very much, brother. That was very nice of you, man. Appreciate that. $9.90. What Herman said? Go ahead. $9.99.
$9.99. Are you out of your mind? Man, y'all get this man some funds up in there. Come on, man. You could put some $9.99. Oh, he did do it, didn't he?
He did.
The super chat. $9.99. You out of your mind? Hold on, man. Let me get you some of this ice cream with these nuts on them right here.
Oh, come on, man. What is wrong with you? Stop.
Got him.
So I guess my point, before we get into the road racing conversation, I guess my point is we don't have $3 million builds.
No.
Have that. There's no $3 million built Hellcat. There is, so even the cars that make it to the final eliminations that are GTRs and Huracans, the reason why that's the only ones you see, GTRs, Huracans, and Vipers, same thing. I got a buddy right now building a car with Infmoto that it's $500,000.
Ooh.
And that car probably won't win at TX2K. It'll go a couple rounds maybe. Mm-hmm. But what are we talking about here? Our builds, 60,000, 80,000 on the high end, and we went 8s and 7s.
Yes.
Cars cannot do that.
Yeah.
That type of money. Mm-hmm. It's not possible for those cars, for that money, for that little, to be able to do that fast. So I guess if somebody wanted to spend $3 million building a Hellcat, I'm pretty sure it can drag every last one of those cars if they decided that that's what they wanted to do. But a Hellcat doesn't need $3 million to go 7s.
I think the American cars, the bang for the buck, are faster than any foreign car, period, out there. If you're going to go drop dollar for dollar and you want speed and power, especially when you talk about muscle, Dodge has stayed in its lane and stayed in the muscle era. We don't have pony cars. If you want pony cars, you go to the Mustang. That's a pony. If you want a pony car, you go to the Camaro. If you want a horse with horsepower, you come see Dodge. But
I mean, I couldn't have said that better myself, brother. I actually did say that, which you're gonna see right here, that I actually said it.
American cars, when it comes to speed on a budget, can't touch them. Talk to me.
Does that still apply today?
That still applies to this day.
The best sport.
You can't touch American cars when it comes to speed on a budget. Can't touch them. Talk to me.
Does that still apply today?
That still applies to this day.
Shit, I got a Supra, so you know what I mean? Like, I'm not.
You got a BMW.
I have a BMW.
Me too.
Correct.
I got a BMW.
I have a higher appreciation for BMWs because of how much you can put into them and make power for cheap. Downpipe is what, $300?
Yeah.
Tune $500. You make 500 horsepower.
Give me the cheapest B58 car.
30,000 maybe.
How much power can you make with $10,000?
I would say 800 horsepower.
7 or 8. That's a
Around
big
there.
difference. Stock trans gonna hold?
No. So stock
So
trans
10,000,
is
you can't make
600.
700. Let me make a statement. BMWs are not race cars.
Boy, oh boy, did they go crazy. They went crazy when I said that one, man.
Steph, you hitting below the belt, man. You hitting below the belt. You're gonna have some people across the pond upset with you. You're gonna have some German people upset with you. Man, what you doing, Steph?
When I tell you they went crazy, bruh, they went crazy on
BMWs are not race cars.
So I was talking about in the context of a straight line. So
no, I mean, I got a buddy that has an M5, and he was talking about how his M5 was this, and he had this special deal done to his M5. I had a stock 2015 Hellcat and blowed his back out, just killed him. Wow. And he was like, but this is a M5 with a so-and-so XYZ. Yeah, and all this Dannon and all this special stuff. And the dude was just looking at his car and looking at my Hellcat and looking at, man, this is a stock 2015 Hellcat. Blew him out. Blew him out.
That's what you was doing.
Hurting feelings.
You was hurting feelings. You was hurting feelings.
Well, it sure hurt his feelings, man. It sure hurt his feelings, dude.
No, 100%, man. We know what some cars are good for, and we know what some cars are not good for. I'm not gonna go buy a 4,500-pound Challenger to go try to go to track race. I'm not gonna do that.
Well, but hold on a second, Steph. A lot of people say that the Challenger is no good on the track. I spoke to some of the SRT people, and they would beg to differ with a lot of that. And I've seen several videos of this one particular brother over in Germany. What's that ring, the Nuremberg ring or whatever, all that, and running around in Germany. Man, he took a Hellcat and made it do what it do. I think it was a manual Hellcat at that. And you can go find the videos and you can look at it. And then they had a segment that they did a Camaro, a Hellcat, and a Mustang, and they ran them all on a road course. And it was amazing that they were all right there within each other with the numbers.
So that's the thing, right? When I say I'm not going to go buy that car to go do that type of racing, is because there are so many cars that are better at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm also not going to go out and buy a BMW to go drag racing because there are so many cars that are better at it. So
I agree with you 100%.
So it's not that it can't do it. It can do it. But there are just so many cars that is so much easier. I mean, my Corvette, for an example, if that thing goes 10s NA, that's ridiculous. Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. That's like zero power, but it's just the type of stuff that American cars are able to do, man. So that's what, I guess that's the point I was trying to make. The show that we have coming up, I got some really special guests that's going to be coming on, and we're going to be debating this a little bit more in detail. But I'm not going to be debating it. I'm going to let them duke it out.
No, you know you're going to debate it. You ain't going to let them take that.
Nope.
Steph, you're going to start trouble. Steph, you the guy that make the statements that hurt feelings. Yo, you make the statements that hurt feelings is what you do. Because when you made that statement, that dude was so hot about it.
100%. So I'm looking forward to having conversations like this, man, where people who actually have the experience of building these cars can speak on it. Because when I look at statements that I make like that go viral on TikTok and on Instagram, when I look at all the comments, it's people who have no idea what it takes.
They don't race. They have no idea.
They
You're
have
right.
no idea what it even takes to build a 700 horsepower car. They just don't know. So they're speaking from an aspirational standpoint. That it's what they believe in their minds that the car that they dream that they can have will do. And when I crush your dreams and say your dream car is not a race car, you get mad.
Steph is a dream crusher, y'all.
I ain't no damn dream crusher. But yeah, man, I was actually just supposed to be testing, and this has actually turned into a whole thing. So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, Herm, coming through.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, brother. Look, I'm going to tell y'all something, man. If you ever get the opportunity to make Roadkill Nights presented by Motor Trend, powered by George, you have got to come to this event. It's a car lovers event, dude. And they had the Banshee that was there. And guess who liked the way the Banshee looked? Cindyology.
That's a good looking car.
Yes, I'm gonna tell you a secret about the Banshee that a lot of people don't know. She says she's been looking it up today. One secret about the Banshee that a lot of people don't know, you can actually put a maybe I shouldn't say this, but it'll actually hold a Hellcat engine off in that body.
You sure?
So yeah, man, I talked to the engineer that built it.
Okay.
But that car is going to be an amazing electric car. I'm so excited about it because it has like 10 levels that you can get of speed. And it's just, man, I don't know, man. I'm not, I like to go fast. I don't care what it is.
Right.
But right now, you're not going to beat that Banshee. I'm going to tell you right now, when that Banshee come out, it's game over.
Well, I ain't staking no claims, man, till I actually see it, because Tesla got a really big head start.
Man, we ain't worried about no goddamn Elon Muskie, whatever he want to call. Elon Musk gonna have to take a bath because he really gonna be stinking.
Right now, if those cars even get somewhat close,
Eli's
gonna release an update that's gonna use all the battery and make that thing have 300 more horsepower like this with an update.
Look, man. What is Dodge the king of?
Heavy.
You see it. Hey, you see it right there over my ear. You see that muscle? What is Dodge the king of?
Flabby.
Y'all see that? Y'all know Dodge the king of muscle. They ain't gonna beat us in that field. Now, if they want to do this little pony stuff, they can pony up. But we gonna bring the horsepower, even if it's electric.
All right, brother. Well, we gonna see, man. Demonology, thank you for coming on, brother, this evening and allowing me to test my setup. I hope you enjoyed your time spending with us this evening, man.
Of course, y'all even got to eat my midnight ice cream with me.
There you go, brother. Even though it's only 9 o'clock your time, talking about midnight.
Hey, man, what you talking? You know, old people go to. I bet I'm up before you though.
Baby. All right, brother.
Well, I mean, you got them little babies, so you might be up. So
there you go. All right, brother.
Peace.
There it is, guys. You've seen it, man. We had Demonology come on the show to help us test the layout to make sure that everything looks good. I hope that you guys really enjoyed a little bit of this, because this is just a small taste of what is to come. And if things go really, really well, because this is something that I'm doing from the comfort of my home, this is something I'll be able to do a lot more, spend a lot more time with y'all, and potentially see y'all multiple times a week. So anyway, guys, man, I really appreciate y'all coming on, signing on, saying what's up to your boy. Later this week, I'm hoping by like Thursday or Friday, I'll be dropping another video. The 2 Corvettes, same car, 20 years apart, C5 versus C8. Let me ask y'all, who do y'all think won that race? It was a roll race. We went to Race Motive at Pocono Raceway. It was a 60 to 130, pretty much. Who y'all think won? C8 or C5? I'm trying. I would love to see the votes. C8 or C5? Just write which one you thought took the W. C8 or C5? 20 years apart, same car. Who you got? Come on, let's see him. Let's see him. Somebody voted C5. Okay. C8 to C5. C8 might have blown up. I go C5. Wow, you said a C8 will blow up. C5. Wow, I'm surprised. So I don't know if you guys know, the C8 puts down about the same exact power that my car makes. It's like the same exact numbers. Theirs is like 440 to 460, what those cars put down in the dyno. My car, I'm assuming, is about exactly the same. C5 because of weight difference. Wow, you guys are pretty smart. Nah, they got the same power, D. Martinez. Same power. About mid 400s, somewhere right around there. But I guess we're going to have to wait and see. In a couple days, this is going to be super awesome, man. I will be filming my first news broadcast that's going to be filmed this week and dropped next week, guys. So make sure you come back. Make sure that you turn your notifications, turn your notification bell off and turn it back on so that this way you get the notifications as soon as we go live. I really appreciate y'all. Much love. It's your boy Stephen here from Mod2Fame. And we out. I ain't had in a long time, huh? All right, peace.